at that stage, you've identified within the potential market space a number of use cases where you might get some traction. Is it enough to build a business? No, it isn't, because it's not just because customers are interested that they will buy from you. So that explains the second question. It's about understanding the buyer decision, the decision process that will lead your customers from being interested to actually buying from you. It consists in three simple questions. First, understanding the decision process, and more particularly, understanding who are the key decision makers, with one very simple idea behind that. Can you talk to them? Can you reach them? If you sell some software, for example, and you realize to organization, and you realize that the key decision maker for that software category is always the top manager, then you might realize you may have a problem, because top managers of large organizations will not read your email, they will not take your phone calls. So you might just have problems to reach the key decision makers to make your point, which means you might not have a business there. Second sub-question, how strategic is that product category for the customer, leading to one simple question, would they be willing to take the risk to work with a startup? Because in the case of very important, very strategic buying decisions, it's unlikely that the buyer might take a risk, which means as a startup, as you're always a risky profile, you might have some problems to close some deals. So how strategic is that product category for your customers, for your buyers, lead to do you represent a viable option for the customers? Are they ready to buy from you? And the third sub-question is how customers are educated about that product category. Do they understand the criteria that drive performance? The underlying meaning of that question is very simple, is do they get the point? Do they get what makes you better than former competitors? Because they might be interested in the product category, in the problem that you're solving, but if they don't understand what makes you better, they will still end up buying from the existing players. So the combination of these three simple questions, who are the key decision makers and can I talk to them? How strategic, how important that product category, meaning are they ready to buy from a startup? And third, how well educated are they in that product category, leading to that question, do they understand what makes me better, will help you to refine the perception of the market by eliminating a number of use cases where you believe you might get some traction, but it seems out of that process that it's unlikely you may close deal there.